Hello. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Guys, we did some finger waves. How are we feeling about it? My hair needs to be longer, but let's just pretend this is all a little bit longer. I'm pretty impressed with it. Shout out to my daughter who pretty much did the whole thing because she's amazing. She's probably not watching, but hello. Rocking the finger waves. Yeah. I'm going to have some fun with these, I think. Thank you guys so much. It's just fun to try different things, but I definitely need to have longer hair. Classy. Oh, thank you. What's going on with y'all today? You're probably wondering, why am I live streaming on a Wednesday? I didn't have a chance to film a video, and right now this is just easier. So I appreciate all of you being here. I appreciate you guys liking the stream and yeah, all of that stuff. I appreciate y'all. My eyebrows look awesome. Thank you so much. Cooking dinner, ready for a live. We're going to talk about Optavia. So Maria, I love that you are cooking dinner at the same time, because this is a yikes. This is an interesting one. I love that you're, oh, Maggie, thank you guys. Go subscribe to Maggie's channel. I love that you're live streaming on a Wednesday. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like the stream. Okay. I have to move this a little bit because I feel like I'm looking in a weird direction. Okay. Stream is licked. I appreciate y'all. Okay. So if you are brand new to my channel, my name is erinbies. I am a wife, a mom, a military veteran, and I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now I'm using all of my social media platforms to educate and raise awareness around the dangers of multi-level marketing companies and the tactics used by their reps. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but it is hot mama summer. Okay? Hot human summer. My shirt says mama because I'm a mama, but hot human. And this shirt is, I wore it a lot last summer because it's my favorite. This shirt is by Vibrant Prestige. Can you guys see that? You can screenshot that if you need to. She's got a lot of cool stuff on her website. This was from last year, but yeah, I'm a fan. So you're going to be seeing it a lot in videos because this is one of my favorite summer shirts with some black leggings and some flip-flops. Come on. Yes, that is the vibe. Anyways, here while I do nails, I love that. Today is an Optavia video. I know you probably saw the thumbnail, all of that good stuff. This was sent to me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't recall. Let me say it that way. Who sent it to me? It appears that this is a training within a group or something. I'm not really sure, but they're giving all the wrong advice. So I love that. And again, let me give a content warning. We're going to be talking about food. We're going to be talking about restrictive eating, dieting. What else does she talk about in this? Yeah, anything associated with that. If this is something that you're not in a place to be able to watch, that's totally okay. Skip this one. It's all good. Yeah, it's a rough one. So anyways, this appears to be from inside some sort of a customer group. And I thought it was a recruiting thing, probably at the end, because I haven't watched it fully. They'll probably go into it, I'm sure, because that is their thing, is they like to try and convert customers once they've had results, which anybody that starves themselves is going to have some results. Oh, God, this sounds good. I'm eating nachos. I love that. I have my Starbucks because it sounded good today, and I ran my husband a little bit today. You know, okay, let's talk about this just real quick. After you have surgery, you kind of get into this, depending on the surgery, of course, you get into this place where it's like you want to get out of the house, but you also just had surgery and you're healing. Your energy levels aren't exactly, what they were prior to the surgery, but you get kind of antsy. And so I took him to his physical therapy appointment today. Then we went to get something to eat. And then I was like, let's go do this. Let's go do that. And we did just like a couple things. And one of them was stopping at Starbucks. I had a brownie. Yes, ma'am. That was amazing. And yeah, so then we came home. I started playing a little Disney Dreamlight Valley. Where are my gamer friends? Let me know in the comments. And all of a sudden I hear on the couch snoring. It reminded me of when my kids were little and we would go and do stuff to wear them out for nap time. That's what it felt like. I'm going to tell my husband that too when he gets home. He took our son out for a little while to go do some stuff. So, oh, Lunas, you want to come say hi, Lunitas? Come on. Where are you? I hear you. She'll make her appearance. But anyways, yeah. So that's what was going on with us today. It was a rest day from the gym, which I'm so grateful for, because I told my husband earlier that I feel like a screaming toddler when it comes to the gym these last 3 weeks, just because I'm adjusting to a new phase, and it's tiring when you're adjusting to a new routine. It's tiring, and then I'm sore, and yeah, I'm like a toddler throwing a tantrum. I'm still doing it, but that's how I feel. Really freaking funny. Anyways, a golden eagle chai. Now, Rutro, I've never had that. I've had a golden eagle cold brew from Dutch Brothers, but I've not tried a chai. That sounds great. Yeah. Are we loving Wednesday evening lives? Is this like the vibe or what? Let me know, and also in the comments, and let's just get this video started. I think this video is like 33 minutes long or so. Feel free to drop your commentary like you guys always do. Don't join Optavia. Don't do that. And it sounds like they're not doing well. By the way, how many of you are waiting for them to roll out like supplements or something along those lines? Watch them come up with electrolytes and collagen. Watch. I'm making my prediction now. Cheers, friends. Also, this is the macadamia cream cookie crumble situation, and it's delicious. They don't already have those? LOL. I bet they're trying to make that happen. All right, here we go. Let's get this this video playing. Drop your commentary, and okay. Also, I don't know who this person is. I say this on every video. I feel like I don't need to know who this person is. This is not me personally attacking her. This is me pointing out the worst advice when it comes to diet, nutrition, all of those things. The reason that I'm saying that is because I worked with a professional. Please, I encourage you guys, if you are on any kind of a health and wellness journey, weight loss, whatever, please work with professionals. Don't work with MLMers. They're not professionals. Although they try to cosplay like they are. They're not, in my opinion. Okay, let's go.
Hey, hello, everybody. I'm Susie Heyman. Welcome. I'm so glad. This is the first client support Zoom that we're doing together as a large community. We're going to be adding a lot more people in.
Thanks, Sarah.
And I am an integrated presidential Optavia coach. I started about a little over 8 years ago. So we have.
And what exactly is an integrated presidential Optavia coach? Presidential is probably her rank, I would assume. I don't have the comp plan in front of me. Doesn't really matter. But integrated. They always have to make it sound like this really magical thing. I think it's, in my opinion, just because they want to sound like they know what they're talking about. And thanks for all the ones. You guys are amazing.
Thousands and thousands of coaches that are out there helping all of you get to your optimal health goals. And it has been just an amazing journey for us. You can't imagine.
The Zoom might be a little bit quiet. I can't make it any louder with the streaming platform that I'm using, so I apologize for that. Integrated sounds like she had a bridge contract. Maybe she did. Who knows?
Imagine what it means to us to be able to watch people reverse their health, improve their lives, have bigger lives. And that's why we do this. I will tell you, most of us started out as clients, so we know exactly where you are, and we want to have.
Wait, what? They sell lean and green meals now? Oh, I got to see this. Hold on. Actually, I should just pull it up here. Hold on. We have to look at this. Because I'm curious to see these prices. Let's see. And then once I find it, I'll screen share. But like, what? I don't know where they would have this on here. Products and programs. Lean and green meals. Wait. The Culinary Institute of America. Hold on. I don't see that. Maybe that's a new program. You're probably typing. Oh, you shared it? Oh, okay, okay. This is it. I don't think I can copy it. Will you Instagram message that to me, Jess, please? Please, if you haven't already, I'm looking. So I can copy and paste it. Meal delivery. Thanks, Zoe. YouTube should reconsider the placement of the heart button. It blocks the bottom comment. Oh, in the live chat. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, we're going to keep going. And then once I pull that up, or if Jessica can send that to me, then we'll go from there.
This Zoom and do this the first Tuesday of every month. So you can mark your calendars. This is what we've committed to, and we're excited to do this. So I am going to just
Jessica.
pass off some, I want to give admin rights here to somebody so she could help me run this. Let me see here. Okay. Jessica, do you see that?
I don't see the.
Okay. Where are you? Let's see.
Can you see me?
I'll remove my spotlight.
Guys, these prices. Hold on. We are going to look at this together. Of course, we know that these companies like to do cash grabs and things of that nature, but you guys have to see this pricing. Let me add it to the stream. Okay, can you guys see this? I'll make this a little bigger too. Okay, look at this, you guys. Is this one meal? Turkey. Okay, one box contains 6 servings. $31.50. What the heck? Yeah, so these are just microwavable meals. This is just turkey meatballs in sauce with some vegetables. Oh my God. Beef stew. Oh. Chicken cacciatore. Chili lime chicken. It's giving Prove It meals. $31.50 for 6 servings. You could make this at home for probably much cheaper. Let's see the nutrition facts. 290 calories. Okay. It's not too bad. 14 grams of fat, 15 grams of carbs, and 25 grams of protein. All right. One tray is 283 grams. This is still not a lot of food. I don't know, man. Yeah, so basically lean cuisines. Excellent. It's you guys are so incredible at math. Thank you, Maggie. $1 per ounce of food. $1 per ounce of food. Also, yes, you can make more flavorful shite at a lower cost. Oh my God. That's crazy. Jessica, thank you for sending that. If you guys are not following Auntie Lushy, you should. 100%. That makes it $5.25 a meal. Just total cash grab. Anyways, Auntie Lushy, thank you for that. I appreciate you. Let's get back to the video.
I'm right here. Can you see me?
Yes, I'm gonna.
You know what? This is a really great point too. Where are the greens? You probably still have to buy that. I bet you anything you still have to go and buy that, because there's no way that the vegetables from the pictures were enough. I mean, it's not enough anyways, but oh my God. I cannot. Also this part, instead of paying for Optavia, just go follow Dre in the kitchen for easy recipes. Yeah, because he's amazing. And there were only 6 options. Yep. Crazy. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you.
Give you right so you can help me out here. Just keeps moving really fast. Okay. All righty. And we're just letting everyone in. We don't care about the names. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
We're just letting everybody in. We don't care about the names. There's been no truer statement when it comes to MLM, in my opinion.
Okay. So, the first thing I want to tell you is that we are so excited that you took a leap of faith in us, because we know what you can achieve with this, and it can be life-changing. It has been for me. It has been for most of everyone that I know. And I'm excited for all of you. A couple things I want to just cover tonight, and we're only going to take about 30 minutes for this, is I want to talk to you guys about just mindset, because, you know, we are very excited when we get started, but we understand this is a commitment. You've paid this money. This is not like it's free. And we want to make sure you get all the rewards and benefits from it. All right. That's very important to us. So understand that you have your health coach that brought you on, but you also have a team of coaches. You really do behind you. You may not be aware of this, but you do. And you also have this amazing community. Each one of you are part of support groups. There's a bunch of them. We actually have 55 of them, a lot of them. And you're a part of these support groups that I want you to be active in, because so you get the full benefits of this. I mean, what you can find in there by using the search bar, by using the files, by using all of the tabs that you see, you can find so many resources that can help you on this program. But remember, you're never alone. You have access to your coach. And we do ask for you to take the responsibility of being there when they call you and being available to them, or returning their call, or setting a time up, because we don't want you to do this alone.
Ma'am, so you want people that have spent money on a product that they have chosen to purchase to make sure that they don't miss a call from their coach? That doesn't even make any sense. Tell me you're afraid of losing customers without telling me you're afraid of losing customers.
And if you happen to have a coach that you feel that isn't providing you enough support, it's important you let whoever's leading that page know, because that isn't what we expect. Okay, so please communicate that with us. All right, so a lot of us get on program and we don't really understand, but we understand it after 4 days, a week. We're in fat burn and we're feeling so good. But what you might not understand is that this program is a nutritional science. It is very, very specific, and it doesn't work if we deviate in any area. It works because we focus on all the macronutrients, the proteins, the carbohydrates, and the fats, and we focus on correcting your metabolism and your proper fueling. That's what we focus on. And it really is simple, but it's designed to not have you be on program forever. It's designed to have you get to your goal as quickly as possible, and then to understand the habits of health that you've learned, to be able to use those for the rest of your life. And this has been so instrumental to really understand how to fuel yourself properly.
Okay, first of all, she said a lot of things there, but if it's not meant for people to be on, why are so many people on, be on for a long period of time? Why are there so many people on it for a long period of time? Also, I find it extremely ironic that this person in Optavia is saying, we want you to learn how to fuel your body properly. coming from somebody that coaches people to eat 800 to 1,000 calories a day. Also, did you guys know, as if any of this isn't already extreme enough, did you guys know that there is another version of the 5-in-1 that they ask people to do? Hold on, and I'll find, I can't remember what it's called. Where they ask people to do the 5-in-1, but then I'm going to read it exactly. It's called the Fat Burn Blitz. So you're already restrictive and on the 5-in-1, but then they take it another step. And what they do is Fat Burn Blitz. Try this. Here is a plan to kickstart your fat burn again. Is your weight coming off too slow, or has the scale stopped moving for you? Here's a 2-week plan that will help you get into a great fat burn and jumpstart your program. Follow the 5-in-1 exactly. Don't let anything cross your lips that isn't in your quick start guide. This part, this next one, number 2. Drop me a 2 in the comments if you're already like, oh God, here we go. Forgo extra condiments, snacks, sweeteners, diet sodas, and oils or seasonings for cooking, especially those that contain sodium. Seasonings? Oh my God. Number 3, only choose items from the leanest category for your lean and green, and it has in parentheses, leanest meats and lowest carb greens. Oh God, where's the rest of this? Avoid casseroles and other fancy recipes. Hi, a casserole is not fancy. Okay, I don't know who wrote this, but a casserole is not fancy at all. Drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water every day and track it. DC, I hope you're okay. Everybody go follow and subscribe to DC if you would. Hope you're okay, friend. Screen grab. Feed me. Oh my God. I think my mom must have been, hi coconuts. I think my mom must have been on diets like this my entire childhood. She never seasoned food enough. Oh, man. You guys are awesome. Not that I don't like casseroles. I just don't think that they're fancy. You know, nothing against casseroles. I'm a fan of casseroles, but for them to describe them as fancy, I don't know. Okay. Make sure you're getting your healthy fats in every day. Don't eat more than 1 bar per day. Only eat the powdered fuelings. Why? Why can't you have a bar or the crunchers or crunchy stuff, whatever they're called? Only eat the powdered fuelings? What in the eating disorder is happening here? I'm sorry to say it that way. I gave a content warning at the beginning, but only eat the powdered fuelings? You are already extremely restrictive, and now they're taking it like 1 step further. Is Dave in here? Hi, Dave. No more fancy casseroles for me. It's stew going forward. I do love a good stew. Yeah. See, now you got to say it in the French way. Cassoulet. Yeah. Also this. Maybe just eat actual food. I don't know. Oh God. Okay. Get at least 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep per night. If you are exercising, first of all, back it on up. If you are taking in only 800 to 1,000 calories, please do not work out. Please don't do that. Not you guys, but in case there's some Optavia people on here or people considering joining Optavia, please don't do it. But if you are working out, in my opinion, you really need to seek help from the professionals, a registered dietitian, your doctor, get some blood work done, work with a personal trainer when you're ready. That is so dangerous. You're already not taking in enough calories to operate your organs in your body. And then you're working out. I cannot stress how dangerous that is. I'm laughing because that makes me so uncomfortable at the thought of this. But for them to say, if you're exercising, take a break. Well, if you're on the 5-in-1, you're not supposed to be exercising. How could you expect anything good to come out of that when you're not fueling your body for the exercise? I can clearly tell when I haven't had enough food before my workouts because I run out of steam halfway through my workouts and I go, man, I thought I ate enough. But your metabolism and your caloric intake it fluctuates. It's like, I think I talked about this before. It's like a bank account, sometimes you're depositing and then you're withdrawing and it balances, right? That's a very simple explanation of it. Of course, I am not a professional, so please work with a professional, but you're already in the negative. And then now you're requiring your body to do things and you're pushing it further in the negative. That is a recipe for disaster, in my opinion. Limit it to very moderate activity, i.e. walking. So you're not taking in enough calories for your body to function properly, the organs, all of that, and you're going to go on walks. That makes no sense. 3 times a week for no longer than 30 minutes. If you can eliminate it altogether for these 2 weeks, that's the best plan. Follow everything on the list from above for 2 weeks and only weigh yourself once per week on day 8 and day 15. So they've already taken the 5-in-1 and now they've made it even more restrictive. Crazy.
I don't know about you, but for me, I always thought, work out more, eat less. That's just what I thought. I thought you can't eat after a certain time at night.
Work out more, eat less. That is a problem. That, in my opinion, is setting people up to think that they have to earn food or earn their carbs or earn whatever. And there's no moral value to food. If you are eating the right combinations of food that a registered dietitian can help you with, you don't have to feel like I need to eat less, depending on your goals, and work out even more. It's really about the balance.
I thought, eating vegetables. I mean, yeah, you could have vegetables galore. I mean, that seems like it to be totally healthy, but you'll learn through this program, actually, all of those are inaccurate. And what we show you on this program is the way we want you for the rest of your life to have this incorporated. Once you use our program and then you start to transition, which is very important, make sure you transition. Some people.
And how many people actually transition? Not many. Not many at all, because they keep cycling on and off the 5-in-1.
Start to feel very good. And then they're like, I've got this. Okay. And I will tell you, there's coaches that have felt that way. I've got this. You feel really good and you don't think you need to complete it, but you actually do. You need to understand how to keep it off forever. And that takes the transition phase. And that is something that your coach is there for till the very end. And even after you're actually physically on the program, you're still a client. You're still a client of your coach. And you can at any time, 3 months down the road, what do you suggest? What should I be doing? I'm now incorporating this exercise. What do you suggest? We always want you to utilize your coach. And that is an amazing feature that you won't find out there, that your coach support that you have here.
You won't find support anywhere. It's funny because I get support from my trainer. I get support when I was working with my dietitian. They act like what they're doing is just, you can't find it anywhere else. and you can find it everywhere else. But the cool part about finding it anywhere other than Optavia is that there's going to be people that are going to help you figure out your relationship with food and things that need to be healed and all of that stuff without the MLM model. I put up a quote yesterday on Instagram, and it said something like, if your MLM product were so amazing, it wouldn't be rolled out into an MLM business model. They overhype everything. They overprice everything. The emphasis on recruiting. I know you guys all know that. And then in addition to that, it's a subpar product. And they act like you can't get it anywhere else. And you can find dupes for everything pretty much. It's crazy.
You won't see that. You see programs, you see eating programs, you see exercise programs. You don't see the support that we offer. And if you aren't getting that type of support, we want
the support, right? So does that include support when you decide to step away from Optavia? Or do you get removed from the groups, blocked? We already know the answer to that because we've watched it with multiple people. So support probably should throw, some kind of a disclaimer at the bottom and say on the bottom of the Zoom and say, well, support is relative to whether you have an auto ship going or you continue to be a coach or plugged in, that type of stuff, because it's all transactional based.
you too. Okay. Alrighty. So your mindset is so important. A lot of people are surrounded by people who are not healthy. I know I am, you might see that in yourself. A lot of times it's our close friends, or even our family. But if you've made this decision that you want to get healthy, you have to respect and honor that. It doesn't matter what they choose to do. You do not want to be, fall prey to someone wanting to keep you there. Come on, have the drinks with me. Come on, eat the dessert. Come on, pushing you. You really want to stay strong here because you deserve this.
The problem with that statement is it's just tying into restrictive and disordered eating, in my opinion. If you want to have a coffee, that's not going to ruin your progress. If you want to have a piece of cake or a brownie like I did, that's not going to ruin my progress in the gym.
We know that there's every type of holiday out there, birthdays, celebrations, all kinds of things, right? And for some reason, we've attached food to it. Oh, your birthday? Let me give you a cake. Let me give you cupcakes. It's like a reward.
No, it's a celebration. And people choose how they want to celebrate. Some people celebrate with a cake. Some people aren't a fan of cake or cupcakes and those types of things, and they do things in their own way. The point is you're celebrating something because you were born on this day. And that's an incredible thing. The miracle that it took for you to be here is an incredible thing to celebrate. They have to villainize everything.
But why? Why is it like that? What if you can reward yourself by, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to my goals even faster. And I'm going to have a life that I never imagined, that I can do things that I never experienced before.
You can do that. You can live the life that you've never imagined without tying that in to the size of your pants or the number on the scale. The emotional manipulation that she is using right now is absolutely disgusting. You can live the life of your dreams, and it has nothing to do with your weight or the size of clothing that you wear. You can enjoy the coffee. You can enjoy that meal. You can enjoy those things without having to earn them, without having to feel like, oh, that's on the bad food list. There's no such thing as a bad food list. There's food. There's no moral value to food, but they're weaponizing that. They're using people's pain points. They're using society's pressure on specifically what women should look like in order to get them buying this product that creates eating disorders, in my opinion. And then when you get off of it, they pressure you to get back on. And the emphasis on getting to your goal weight as quickly as possible is extremely problematic and can be dangerous for many people. You're better off doing it slowly over time while repairing your relationship with food, working with professionals, learning how to move your body in the best way for you, whatever that looks like, and getting healthy in a slow, progressive type way versus I want to lose 20 pounds for the wedding next month. No. And those are things that these individuals use to get people on this plan. And then when they lose weight quickly because they're starving themselves from a lack of calories, they flip them into and pressure them into becoming a coach. And that's where the way day posts come in. Hey, I've lost 30 pounds in the last 6 weeks or whatever, shout out to my coach, and tags them in it. And then that becomes a way to filter through their friends list that have the same pain points. It's manipulation. It's gross.
Get down on the floor and play with my grandkids. I can actually fit in and wear a seatbelt without needing an extender on an airplane, or I can fit on a roller coaster comfortably and not be embarrassed. You know what your prison is, and that's what we all have. We have the prison that we put ourselves in for life, and it's around our health goals. And I'm trying to show you that having the mindset of cheating, you know what? I'm going to go out with my girlfriends and I'm going to have a couple drinks, or I did really good. I'm going to have this, because I reward myself for that's a cheating mindset. And that
no, food doesn't need to be a reward. If you want to go out and have some drinks with your friends, you go and have some drinks with your friends. If you want to have a specific meal, go and have that specific meal and enjoy it and be in the moment. Period.
Actually is why you need this program. We feel that we're entitled to give ourselves unhealthiness, and we're not if you really want the life of your dreams. And that's what we want for everybody. Of course, we're not perfect. I mean, do we expect you to never have anything? Of course not. But while you're on this program,
you expect them not to have anything. You are encouraged to be the smallest you could possibly be. That's why ultra health is a thing with you individuals in this company. Ultra health is like 19% body fat or something, allegedly. The emphasis to be the smallest that you have ever been is really gross.
What we're asking you is, let me put some captions on here. Okay. So what we're asking you is to, before you even possibly deviate, and you're doing so beautifully, before you possibly deviate, we're asking you to stop, challenge, and choose. If you have our books, this is in the book. It's directly from Dr. Anderson, who created a founder of our program. But what this means is to first define your why. Why did you reach out to get on program? Only you know that. Why did you talk to your friend here about it and say, you know what, I think I want to do that? What happens if you were to get on program? What would happen if you got to your goal? What is your true why? I have a wedding coming up in, December. I have a vacation I want to look good for. I just left the doctor and they said I'm pre-diabetic. I want to get the weight off. I need to have surgery, but I need to lose this weight first. You know your why. And defining that why is super, super important. Once you have that in the forefront of your mind, all you do when you're faced with something where you feel yourself about to deviate, and let me tell you, you're not alone. We are human, and everyone, it's like unconsciously, we just do it. We're on like automatic, and that we just want to go reach for it sometimes. Can anyone put a 1 in the chat if you can relate to that? Right? I mean, this happens, right? This is a real emotion, right? What we're trying to teach you is defining your why, having that in your head. If you feel yourself wanting to deviate, all you have to do is stop, take a deep breath, bring the why to your mind immediately. Then you challenge yourself with that, okay? And you make your choice. I promise you, if you do this, you will see it's actually really difficult to go against your own why. It starts to not look as good as getting to your why, your goals. it's fascinating how that
That sounds exhausting. That sounds absolutely exhausting when you are on such a restrictive plan and you're wanting to have something and you have to go through this process just to determine if it's worth it. That sounds exhausting. No, thank you.
That little trick that you can play with yourself works beautifully. But for some reason, if it doesn't, you never ever stop, shame, blame yourself. Never ever. You know what you do? You pick up immediately and you get right back on. You know, because you ate a candy bar doesn't mean like, okay, I've already had that. Let me have the ice cream. Let me have this. No, if you have a flat tire in one of your tires, you fix that. You do not go and slash all the 3 other tires. And this is the way we are asking you to think, because you are in control. You're a powerful person. Okay. This didn't happen overnight, and this is not going to happen overnight that we reverse this. This takes work, but it's not hard when you get into this groove and you become really familiar.
Oh my God. Happy birthday, Emily. Hi, everyone. It's my 21st birthday. Happy to be celebrating with the anti-MLM community, my safe space. Indeed, it is. And happy 21st birthday. If they order you, what is it called? If you get like, if you're going out with friends and they order you, I think it's called a cement mixer or something, don't do it. Do not do it. Okay. But happy birthday. That's exciting. 21. I love that.
With the habits of health. Okay. The habits of health are so important. And the biggie right there, stop, challenge, choose, will help you greatly. Okay. So I hope that that's something that will be helpful to you. So stop, challenge, choose.
I think that's what it's called.
And I love the results that happen from that. Okay. So a couple things I want you to know is, if you are feeling, while you're on program, you're feeling good, but you do feel hungry in between fuelings, it's very important
to eat. Yeah. If you're feeling hungry, you should eat. Also, yes, you could be thirsty as well. Have you had any water? That's important. Food and water. We love that here. If you're hungry in between fuelings, eat real food, actual food.
Immediately let your coach know. This, let me tell you why hunger comes out. Okay. Hunger comes out
because you need food and your body is needing calories to support the energy expenditure of being a human with a body. Basic science. Basic biology, if you will.
If you're kicked at a fat burn. All right. And why do you get kicked out of fat burn? You could have been more active in a day, did some exercise, or did things that you didn't even realize were activity. Like you did gardening for hours, or you did horseback riding, or you went golfing, or you went shopping. You went on a shopping spree and you were out in the malls walking for a while. All of these are more activity than doing nothing. And it doesn't feel like it's activity because it's enjoyable, but you actually need to refuel. So that can kick you out of fat burn.
If that whole statement, unfortunate pause story, if that whole statement that she just said is not a giant red flag, I don't know what is. If going to the mall and shopping is enough where you, because you're on such a small amount of calories, if it is enough where you have to refuel the way that she's referring to it, that's a red flag. That's a major red flag. Oh my God. Please do not join Optavia.
Also, if you are not weighing out your lean and green, this can kick you out of fat burn. If you are under or over in ways of what you're eating, it can really hurt you. If you don't consistently stick to your timings, this will kick you out of fat burn. And when you're out of fat burn, it takes 3 full days, sometimes more, but 3 full days to get back in fat burn. And what do you feel while you're getting back in? The same thing you felt when you first got on program.
Yeah. And why is that? Because your body is starving and it's looking for a fuel source. And that's why it taps into fat. It turns that's ketosis, where your body starts to create ketone bodies to fuel basic bodily functions. Oh God. Where's Mac? I need to message him because I think it'd be so fun to live stream with him. What do y'all think? Let me know.
You first got on program and you've probably felt hungry day 2, day 3, but by day 4, you're feeling really good if you followed it solidly. That's exactly what we're talking about here. So if you're feeling hungry, you need to immediately call your coach. I will tell you that if you're burning calories, like you're doing anything at the gym, if you're doing anything, we have to refuel you. So
you're not supposed to be working out on the 5-in-1. This is her confirming that people work out on the 5-in-1. Okay, I'm going to message him right now while we're live. Okay. Hold on, I'm going to message him on Instagram. You guys heard it here first. Mac, attack. There he is. Mac. We should live stream. That would be so fun. Let me know. Okay, messaged him. I always forget. We've talked about this how many times and I always forget. So I just messaged him. So, do your thing, friends.
the reason why we ask you when you come on program, we ask you to hold off on your activity is because we want you to learn how to fuel yourself for the basics.
Or is it because you're not taking in enough calories to sustain that level of activity?
Eat, sleep, run basic errands, all of that. Okay. If you understand how to fuel yourself just to live, then now you've got that.
Right. So you just want people to sit on their couch while they're starting the 5-in-1. That doesn't work for people. People have jobs, they have children, they have fur babies, they have responsibilities that they have to take care of. They have to get up and they have to move. That doesn't work for people. This is so weird.
Okay, I need to consume this much regardless of anything. Now I want to do this additional activity. Let me talk to my coach, figure out what that burns, and let me add that back in. It makes the world of difference. And when that clicks for you, that you were probably like me, under eating forever and then overeating in the wrong areas, because when you're under eating, you become super, super hungry. So then you eat the junk, right?
I cannot imagine messaging my trainer. Shout out to Susan. If y'all need a trainer, you let me know. I'll connect you. She's incredible. She actually messaged me yesterday to check on my husband and I. It's incredible, the support that I get from her. She's amazing. Anyways, I can't imagine. I don't need to be messing this while I'm live. Kind of all over the place. But I can't imagine messaging her and saying, okay, Susan, I've been sitting on my couch for 3 days and, trying to get into fat burn. And now I'm ready to go shopping at the mall. How many more calories do I need to take in? She would probably show up at my door. She probably would be like, we need to get on an emergency FaceTime because this is not it. This is so dangerous. This narrative, this advice, that's why I called this video what I called it, the worst advice I've ever heard. That is the worst advice that I've ever heard. The worst. Oh my God. Or coaches tell people to eat a boiled egg if they are working out. Oh, that's it. Oh. Also this part, I love this. Call your coach, they can call their coach, they can call their coach, and on until you find somebody that can answer you. Oh, this is terrible. I can't imagine calling Susan and telling her, okay, I'm on day 4. I want to go garden. I want to water my plants. I want to go for a walk around the block. How many more calories do I need to add in? What do they do? Pull up a calculator and say, okay, height, weight. Okay. And how fast are you going to walk? you know, and then they put it into a calculator and tell them, okay, you need to eat 3 more fuelings. Girl.
That's what happens to most people. I tell this story often
This
that
part right here.
I used to go to, when I lived in Baltimore, I live in Florida now, but when I used to live in Baltimore, I was in a theater group with a bunch of women, and we would always go to see the theater shows quarterly, but we'd go to Panera Bread first. And I always went and
Love.
had my salad with chicken on it. And then it would come time during the show, intermission would come. I am starving. There's nothing to eat. I'd run and go get wine and Twizzlers.
Now, why were you hungry? Probably because you weren't taking in enough protein. Protein is extremely satiating. And also, I wonder, did you put dressing on it? You know, what was your fat content? Protein, fat, little bit of carbs, balanced meal helps you to stay full longer. So
this is what I was doing before I was on program, right? I get on program. And so I'm really meticulous with what I'm eating. And I ask the guy at the register, how much chicken am I getting? Now, put it in the chat. How much chicken should I have? Coaches don't put. I just want to see the client.
it depends on what your goals are. If you're eating high protein, 6 to 8 ounces, I mean, you can't just blanket statement this. Everybody has different goals. So it's weird. It's weird. Oh my God. I was told when I got hungry to drink chicken. I can't say that word, even though it's French. I can't say it. It's French, right? Yeah. Bouillon. Bouillon. There it is. That's gross. Just eat, friends. I know you guys know that. Yeah. Also, their language is so culty. On program, fuelings, ultra health, 5-in-1 fat blitz. What else do they say? They say some other things, and it's just, it is extremely culty in my opinion. Chicken stock or water. Oh, God. Dressings have to have less than 6 grams of carbs and 7 grams of fat, or the other way around. Wow. Is it weird or just uneducated? Valid point, Emily. Wow. Yeah, on program definitely gives Scientology vibes. Agreed completely. I love this. Also, I need to finish this book. If you haven't read Cultish, highly suggest it. I'm in the last like 50 pages and I just haven't done it. Anyways, and if you're not subscribed to Clowntown, please go subscribe to them. They're incredible human beings, and I love what they're doing, and the content that they're putting out. It's amazing. Same with DC. Tanya has a channel. Who else has? I already talked about Jessica, Auntie Lushy. Follow these people. Support them. It's important. Okay. Amanda Montel says the best place to look for cultiness is in the language. Optavia fits the bill a little too well. Agreed completely. A piece of gum is considered a snack. Wow. That's crazy.
Make sure we all know what we're talking about here. How much chicken should you be consuming?
Thank you, Avery.
Very good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I feel like a teacher. This is great. Okay, so 6 ounces is what I'm supposed to have. I said,
please don't compare yourself to teachers. Okay. Teachers are incredible human beings that need to be paid way more and are shaping our youth in a really powerful way. So let's not compare you being an MLM distributor in Optavia to a teacher. Let's not do that. Okay. Because what you are showing people, in my opinion, is how to develop eating disorders, how to have a terrible relationship with food, how to not trust themselves, how to dismiss the fact that their body is screaming because they are hungry. You are teaching people extremely dangerous habits that you are calling the habits of health. Girl, no, you are not a teacher.
how much chicken am I getting? Instantly, he didn't even have to check. 3 ounces. Oh my goodness. For all that time, I was in this theater club for like.
Wow. So maybe order double chicken. Problem solved. Next topic.
Several years. I was never fueling myself correctly. And you know what? I ate out plenty throughout the year. I'm never fueling myself correctly. So you know what happens? We are underfueled, which the body then stores what you're eating as fat. And then what do? Then we eat junk because we have cravings. So that night I said, wow, I need double chicken then. I had no idea. Double chicken.
Wow.
The show, intermission came. I didn't leave my seat. Not hungry. I had to remind myself because the timer went off to eat my fueling.
You know what's crazy is that you can do that without Optavia fuelings. You can do that same kind of thing with every meal, and you don't need Optavia products. Isn't that crazy?
Very, very different. And then I was able to get myself to a healthy goal weight. Very fascinating. And that stayed with me forever. Now I can go out to dinner. I know any restaurant I want to go to. I know exactly the portion size that I need because they will never give you enough protein in most cases. If you're eating from the leanest category out, nearly impossible to get enough protein while you're eating out because they'd have to start with so much. A lot of us love shrimp. Put a 1 in the chat if you love shrimp. I love shrimp.
If she villainizes shrimp, I'm going to throw something. I hope that's not the case. I love shrimp, especially when you put some shrimp in jambalaya. Oh, God. I love jambalaya. Anyways.
Let me tell you, and you guys might know this because you're amazing clients. I could already
Let me tell you
this. Shrimp is one of the biggest accidental mistakes that people don't know how to weigh properly. You think you are because you're like, okay, I weighed it out 7 ounces, but there's so many variables to shrimp because a lot of them come frozen and then you're thawing them in a colander to thaw them out. And you know what they are? Very, very absorbent. They hold so much water. So then there you go. You take the shells off and you go to weigh them, and 7 ounces, because it weighs 7 ounces, but it's mostly water weight. You're not getting the protein weight. So it's really important to understand how much you need.
This is really not that difficult because if you're buying frozen shrimp, which is awesome, it will tell you on the ingredients on the back of the package how many pieces of shrimp you need and how many grams of protein and all of the other macro and micronutrients, if you will, on that label. It'll tell you how many pieces of shrimp you need to have and how much protein that's going to give you. This is like the fat burn blitz. So you have the 5-in-1, and then you have the fat burn blitz. That's like an extreme version of it. And I feel like this is an extreme version of it. If you are cooking shrimp and the package says however many grams of protein per however many shrimp, you can easily calculate that and just cook the shrimp however you want. Please include the seasonings. Please season the hell out of them. Please use seasonings on your food. Add the sauces, add all of that stuff. Oh God, these people.
Large shrimp, just to tell you now, you need 20 large shrimp, and that's your complete size. Now, I don't know about
Wonderful.
you, but 20 large shrimp is a lot to consume. It's like if you went out to eat and there was a pound of steamed shrimp, you basically need the entire pound. Okay.
And eat it and enjoy it. Especially if you are protein focused on those meals, eat the 20 shrimp. That's okay. It's only a huge amount, in my opinion, when you are so used to taking in such a small amount of calories. To me, 20 shrimp, I'm like, ooh, that sounds really good. I'd put some rice and some veggies because I'm used to eating now a complete balanced meal. Whereas before, I probably would have agreed with her. Yeah, it's a lot of shrimp, when I was in that MLM mindset. Oh my God.
That's really what it is, because steamed shrimp, a pound, 16 ounces to start, it gets steamed and shrinks down, and now they peel it, right? And so you're left with around 8 ounces. It's half its size. So we need 7. Okay. So if you took 1 away, you're at 7, but you can go over on protein. That will not hurt you. It'll just make you feel more full. But You never can go under. You can go over, but you never can go under. With vegetables,
I love this comment so much. Shrimps are food. Food is good for you. Eat as much shrimp as you want to eat until you're satiated. We love that here. Love this comment. Oh, and also, yes, ma'am, bring me the garlic butter.
you cannot go over or under, which is so.
Guys, I have a confession to make. I have never been to a crawfish boil either. I can feel some of you guys going, what? You like jambalaya, you like red beans and rice, you like all of these things, and you've never been to a crawfish boil. I've never been to a crawfish boil. I love you all. I can already feel the comments coming.
So fascinating, right? For those of you who might done other programs, that was like a freebie, right? You can always eat vegetables galore. How could vegetables be harmful? Well, you know what they are? Those are the carbs of the lean and green, and they will turn to sugars in the body when you have them in excess. So going over will cause problems, right? It can kick you out of fat burn. It's too many carbs. And going under is starvation. So
you know that sound effect that is said, that sound effect that says, I have never heard so many wrong things. That's what's playing in my mind as I'm listening to her. I see all these comments. Hey, Amy, can you imagine caring this much about the exact number of shrimp? Yeah. If they care about the exact number of shrimp, imagine how much they care about all the other things when it comes to eating. Oh, God. You can't have carrots? Ugh, veggies are monsters. How dare them? They're evil. Okay, wait, I saw. Yes, that's what it is. I could hear it, but I couldn't name it. I have never heard so many wrong things. Oh my God. Okay, somebody said to go to one this summer. Okay. I mean, I'm in Vegas, so I'll have to find a restaurant. Okay, I'll try it. I mean, I like all that stuff, so. Yeah, if you're afraid of eating too much broccoli, yeah, it's a problem. I assume you can get any kind of food in Las Vegas, Northern California, and of course, international. Yeah, there's tons of food here. I just have to find the right restaurant to try it. Can you imagine when they all congregate? What do they do? Drink broth and water and stare at each other like, no, you're not hungry. You're not hungry. Here's a stick of gum. Make sure you write down how many calories that is. Oh my God. That is so terrible. Oh my God. Death to broccoli. Oh, wow.
With vegetables, you must be spot on. Okay. So how are you spot on with vegetables?
Okay.
Every single one of you should have this on your kitchen counter. This is the vegetable conversion chart. We never put our vegetables into cups. We always weigh them on the scale. And the reason why you weigh them is you will see a noticeable difference. If you put something into a cup, you put broccoli into cups, and you know what? You have holes and air pockets. It doesn't lay flush. And you know what? You're missing volume that you should be consuming. If you go onto the vegetable conversion guide, you go down and find the broccoli that you want. Then you decide the condition you're going to be consuming it in, cooked from fresh, cooked from frozen, raw, canned, whatever. You find what it is. You scroll over to the ounce weight. That's your one serving. How many do you need, guys? In the chat, how many servings do you need of vegetables?
As many as you want.
3. It's a lot, right? A lot of broccoli, a lot. And you absolutely can have all of the same vegetable, 3 servings of broccoli, or 3 different broccoli, tomatoes, mushrooms. It doesn't matter as long as it's on this sheet. and you found it in the condition you're going to be consuming it in. We always weigh our food out after we've cooked it because everything will shrink down.
This sounds so weird. This sounds so weird. Also, Auntie Lushy sent me another document. So hold on, we're going to screen share this. And thank you for sending this, Jessica. I appreciate you. Okay, let me remove this. Let's move this over here. I know you guys can't see it, but I have to, you know, talk it out loud. Okay. Let's look at this. Let me make this bigger. How's that? How's that for you guys? Yeah? Okay, hang on. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, okay. All right. What is a lean and green meal? A lean and green meal includes 5 to 7 ounces of cooked lean protein, plus 3 servings of non-starchy vegetables, and up to 2 servings of healthy fats, depending on your lean protein choices. That sounds complicated already. Enjoy your lean and green meal any time of day, whatever works best for your schedule. You get 1 per day on the 5-in-1. Healthy fats. Every day, incorporate up to 2 servings of healthy fats into your lean and green meal. Healthy fats are important because they help your body absorb vitamins like A, D, E, and K. They also help your gallbladder work properly. Reference page 20 to view our complete healthy fats list. Oh my God. Oh, lean and green meal. The lean. Lean tips. Portion size recommendations are for cooked weight. So what happens? So if you cook too much, let's say that you thought you were making 6 ounces. It turns out you're making 8 ounces. You're going to cut the 2 ounces off and wrap it up and put it in the fridge. What? Just eat 8 ounces of protein. It's fine. Choose meats that are grilled, baked, broiled, or poached, not fried. Each week, try to eat at least 2 servings of fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids, salmon, tuna, mackerel, trout, or herring. Feel free to choose any of our meatless options like tofu. If you are interested in our complete list of meatless options, please refer to our vegetarian information sheet located on Client Answers. They make it look so pretty. That's probably a little tiny bowl. Choose the appropriate serving size of any protein from the list below. We've sorted protein options into leanest, leaner, and lean. So this is where that 5-in-1 fatlets, you're going to choose from the leanest, which is this section here. All options are appropriate for the optimal weight 5-in-1 plan. This just helps you, make more informed food choices. For a variety of Optavia lean and green recipes, download the Optavia app for access to the complete library of meals. Hey, Karina. Go subscribe to Karina too, you guys. Okay, 7 ounces of protein, and you add 2 servings of healthy fat, fish, shellfish, game meat, ground turkey or other meat. Turkey, only the light meat. Meatless options, 14 egg whites. 2 cups of liquid egg substitute or liquid egg whites. Oh my God. Leaner. 6 ounces. So you have 7 ounces of the leanest, 6 ounces of leaner, because there's going to be more fat. So they have decreased the amount of healthy fats you need from this. And then lean, 5 ounces and 0 servings of healthy fat. Wow. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, choose 3 servings from the green options list. 1 serving is a half a cup of vegetables. So 1 cup of the lowest carbohydrates, collards, lettuce, mustard greens, spinach, spring mix, watercress, bok choy. Lower carbs, celery, cucumber, white mushrooms, radish, sprouts, turnip greens, arugula. Oh God, this is exhausting. This is, wow. Higher carbs, broccoli. Okay. All vegetables promote healthy eating, but on the optimal 5-in-1 plan, we eliminate the highest carbohydrate vegetables such as carrots, corn, peas, potatoes. Listen, I'm a potato fan. I think they are the most underutilized carb before working out. That's just my personal opinion. Onions, Brussels sprouts to enhance your results. Once you've achieved your healthy weight, we encourage you to include all vegetables for long-term healthy eating. Unbelievable. I want to go eat a stick of butter. Oh, God. Can confirm if you eat a lean protein, you can't have any other fats that day. It's so odd. So that was the 5 ounces of like a fattier lean. That sounds so complicated. Absolutely not. Brussels sprouts always confused me. So people can have cabbage, but not Brussels. Make it make sense. None of that makes any sense, you know? Also, okra. We love some okra over here. Is JJ here? Hi, bestie. Guys, go subscribe to JJ. She had a really great video on the Illuminati. Did you guys check that out? That video is doing really, really well. It's very exciting. Yeah. Also, potatoes are everything. Okay. JJ, did you get chicken fries? I know we talked this morning. I was not fully awake, but did you get chicken fries? I just need to know as your best friend. Okay. All right.
If you waited ahead of time, you will short yourself. And you know what happens? Now you're in starvation. Now you're kicked out of fat burn. And now you're hungry for the next 3 days. And that's what happens. You absolutely, somebody asked, and you talk a little bit about splitting your lean and green. You absolutely can. I want to caution you. If you are a newer client, we really don't want you doing anything different. We want you following the basic program as it is. But as you start to really understand how to fuel yourself and you understand the whole program, which is quite simple, then you can be a little more creative. You can.
Oh, JJ, thank you for the super chat. I did, and it was very good. Did you dip them in ranch? I know you did. I know you did. The only thing I would dip them other than ranch, the only thing I would dip them in would be Chick-fil-A sauce. But I feel like that's wrong. Like Burger King and then Chick-fil-A. I mean, you know, that's what I would do.
Split your lean and green. What I used to do is I wanted to kind of feel normal. I'd go out with my girlfriends for lunch. So I didn't feel like having a fueling. I would have a little salad with no protein on it. And then I would have it.
So you would have lettuce. All your friends are ordering a meal and you're sitting down. Excuse me, can I just get a plate of lettuce? No carrots, no dressing, no protein. What?
Dinner time, chicken and the mashed potato fueling for as my fueling. And that was be the side. So that was the fueling I needed because I didn't have it at lunchtime. As long as you keep track and you get everything you need in by the time your head hits the pillow, that you've got in all of your fuelings for the day and you've gotten in your full complete lean and green, you are good to go. So it doesn't matter what you eat when. Sometimes people.
But it does. It does matter what you eat. That's why you are encouraging people to be so restrictive. I did the 5-in-1 program to the letter. I lost 50 pounds in 4 months and felt like death. But my doctors were thrilled. Mad respect to most medical professionals, but the fat phobia is real. Absolutely. And Robin, thank you for sharing this with us. Oh, I can't stand this company.
Will say, I get up, it's just so busy in the morning. It's hard for me to get that first fueling in within the first hour. You must eat within the book says 30 minutes, but we know you can eat within the first hour and be fine on this program. So what we recommend is if you don't have time to eat a full fueling, what you can do, and you could put it by your bedside at night before you go to bed. And when you wake up, take a bite of a bar, okay? A bite. So that starts the clock ticking. Suppose you woke up at 7. You ate that at 7, but now you have the next.
I think this is a great question because there's people that hop on at various points. Maybe, maybe you're new to my channel. Also welcome, if that's the case. So fuelings are their prepackaged food. It's processed, and you eat 5 of them a day. They're like 100 calories. You eat them every 2 hours. This is so dangerous. You eat them every 2 hours, and then you have a lean and green meal once a day. Horrible. And they call that their prepackaged food, fuelings.
Time you need to eat at 9:30, 2.5 hours later. I don't care. You could finish the
I might have this for breakfast tomorrow because that sounds incredible.
bar, or you can have a fueling at 8 o'clock, okay? Because you have that time to eat. And then at 9:30, you would finish the bar. So now you've had your 2 fuelings in the time frame that you're supposed to, okay? So that's how to keep on track. You always need to keep to the timings, or it will throw you at a fat burn, okay? So are you doing any additional activity? Are you hungry? These 2 questions are so important that you keep, letting your coach know, because if they don't guide you on how to adjust this, it will hurt your progress. And I will tell you, comparison is the thief of joy. I'm sure a lot of you have seen in the page, in your groups, people will come on program and have the craziest weeks ever, like more than people lose in a month, possibly. Okay. I want to let you know that you can never compare yourself to that. You have no idea where they're starting from. You don't understand the inflammation that somebody has that is water weight that you might not have.
I'm sorry. Are you trying to say that the Optavia 5-in-1 gets rid of people's inflammation? You can't say that. Also, I'd love to see the scientific data that backs that up. And that's a health claim. So yikes. What's crazy to me is that I really do feel like MLM leaders create an air of competition with their team. And so I love how she used the quote, comparison is the thief of joy. And if you've been in an MLM or watched enough anti-MLM content, you know that that is a very common phrase that they use. But the very basis of multi-level marketing as a distributor is based on comparing yourself to other people. The very basis of the Optavia, since we're talking about Optavia here, results is based on before and after pictures. And what do people do? Well, when they see those pictures, they compare themselves to that picture. They compare themselves to that friend, that family member, which is the whole reason that they post the way they post, because they're showing a result from starvation, in my opinion, and they're preying on the pain points of the people viewing the pictures. And in that person is comparing to that person that had the weight loss. And then the distributors are comparing themselves to one another. That's why there's so much pressure, I feel like, for the coaches to be on program. That's why there's so much pressure to compare what activities you're doing and how many of them you're doing. How many health evaluate? What is it called? What is it? Health evaluations? I think they're called health evaluations. Health questionnaire, something like that. How many have you done this week? How many posts have you put up? You know what I'm saying? Like, everything about MLM is based on competition and comparing yourself, your activity, your results, your income, the size of your team, all of that to other distributors in the company. So it's interesting to me when I hear them say, comparison is the thief of joy, but you have to, because that is the culture within MLM, in my opinion,
So you won't be able to lose that weight. You will never have that large of a number because you didn't have it to begin with. And it doesn't matter on this program. That's what I love about this program. It doesn't matter if somebody started at 250 pounds or someone started 130 pounds. It doesn't mean the 250-pound person is going to lose more the first week than the 130-pound person.
If that didn't matter and you didn't want people comparing to other people, you wouldn't post the side-by-side pictures and say the things that you say. That is the reason that you are putting those things up, so that people go, oh my God, that's somebody, like, my body is the same size as that person. And look at how much weight they lost. I could look like that too. That's the whole basis of what they do.
I've seen it time and time again. It doesn't matter.
Health assessment.
It all
Thank you.
matters about you, how well you stay on program and you're solid on program, and what your inflammation is and all that.
I've heard leaders say that Optavia can even help people gain weight. How? I've heard at proven events, people say ketones can help people gain weight. Which is it? That's so crazy to me. Also this, they might be holding water due to heart failure. This is why you don't just throw these phrases around. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's crazy. Also this, she keeps saying it doesn't matter, LOL. Then why are we here, ma'am? Right? Exactly.
You will have the greatest results that you're meant to have. So I hope you understand that. People get a little frustrated. No, there's always a reason. There's always a reason if we are not losing or something changes. There's many variables that can throw it off. Medicine can throw it off. You know, women have issues, hormonal issues. There's always something. So just stick to the program. But the best thing to do is to take a full-length picture of yourself when you start and a side profile picture or whatever you want. Take measurements, chest, waist, hips, arm, and a leg. That's amazing to keep taking, because even if you lost nothing in a week, which I've seen thousands of times, they still have lost inches. It is so wild. This program, if done correctly, will leave the muscle mass and only burn the fat. So I promise you, if you've ever dieted before.
See, biology says that's actually not correct. But I'd love to see your sources on that. I would love to see where there has been a study on muscle mass and fat loss from eating 800 to 1,000 calories a day over a certain period of time that shows that the muscle was preserved.
It's not been the case. You have burned muscle mass because you've restricted. We're giving you more to fuel you properly. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle change that fuels you correctly. So
I have never heard so many wrong things.
So if you ever have been on a diet and you lost 10 pounds, it might be hard to tell. On our program, losing 10 pounds of fat is very noticeable. Have you ever seen like 5 pounds of fat? Is this big yellow blob? Imagine losing 2 of those. It's amazing. Okay. And I've had people who thought they were going to need a tummy tuck. I've had people that had all kinds of plans.
I'm just going to say this. Allegedly, and in my opinion, the amount of, and please don't take, like, let me back up. Let's rewind that. Okay. There is nothing wrong with cosmetic surgery. If you want to have cosmetic surgery, I think that's awesome. Where this goes sideways is when you have these health coaches that are saying that the 5-in-1 or the Optavia program or the guide to healthy living or whatever is responsible for what their body looks like. And they are not disclosing that they have had cosmetic surgery such as tummy tucks, breast augmentations, removal of breast tissue, and that's not being disclosed. In addition to, again, in my opinion, the amount of leaders that allegedly are taking the injections to lose weight that are supposed to be for diabetics. Again, in my opinion, not stating that as a fact, but the deceptiveness, if you will, around cosmetic surgery with leaders in this company, in my opinion, again, is out of control. You can clearly tell people, top leaders, that have had tummy tucks. You can clearly tell. And again, there's nothing wrong with tummy tucks. There's nothing wrong with cosmetic surgery. But if you're selling a health and wellness weight loss product and you're getting a tummy tuck and you're not disclosing it, that's an ethics problem. That's an ethics problem. You're being deceptive. You're lying by omission. And that says everything to me about their character, in my opinion.
They were heavy. Once they started losing.
Oh, also this, thighs and arm lifts. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, literally false advertising. Agreed. JJ, I don't know if you're still on, but can we get this lady a Shut Your Mouth award, please? And thank you. Oh, ridiculous.
The fat and the muscle mass remains. They started to they look cut looking without being in a gym, because now the muscles that you've had the whole time are exposed. It's fascinating. And then I've seen people get 6-packs that we're talking about getting tummy tucks. It's really, really amazing. I'm hungry many times on
Everybody has ab muscles. And in order to see the ab muscles, you have to be extremely lean, which is not necessarily healthy for everybody. Everybody's different. So, of course, you're going to see people that are starving themselves and burning fat and or muscle, depending on how long they've been starving themselves, develop some kind of a 6-pack where you can see the muscles. It doesn't mean that they're building those muscles in the gym. It just means that they're super lean in regards to the people she's talking about on Optavia.
program, even on days I do not do physical activity. So whatever you're feeling today is a direct result of what you did yesterday. Grace, I promise you, if we go through and we do.
That's not correct. There's too many factors. That's like a black and white statement. There's, as a woman, there are, I identify as a woman. There are a lot of factors. How did I sleep? How have I eaten in the last week? Where am I at in my cycle? There are a lot of things, a lot of factors that influence how I feel today. And it's not based on what I ate yesterday alone.
Do a whole system check, we will find what is off. And it could be that you did something a couple days ago and you just need to get back into fat burn. All right. You don't even.
The answer is always get back in fat burn with these people. It couldn't possibly be, hormonal related. It couldn't be stress related. It couldn't be sleep related. Hey, I slept terrible last night, so I'm not feeling the greatest. Maybe I should take a rest day today from the gym, just as my example. Yeah, Grace is hungry because she's starving herself. Grace, if you're seeing this, I hope you ate. I hope you had a meal. I hope you enjoyed every bite if you did have a meal. Yeah, I'd like to see the evidence for that blanket statement. Yeah, me too. My tummy tuck didn't give me abs. That wasn't the point. I had it because of an enormous diastasis from 3 pregnancies. Sheesh. Yeah.
Realize what's activity. People don't understand. I walk my dog. It's nothing. I walk my dog every day. That's no big deal. If you do walk your dog, you need to refuel. And some people are like, no, I just go, by the time I'm up and back, it's like a mile and a half, and it's slow. We walk so slow. It doesn't matter. You need to refuel. This program is enough to cover your sleep, your errands, your basic work, basic. It's not.
So what you're telling us is the 5-in-1. I just want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly so I can write it down. The 5-in-1 is not enough if I plan to go for a walk, if I plan to go shopping, if I want to do some gardening, if I want to do, anything like that that requires my body to move in any way, shape, or form, that I'm going to have to be taking in even more fuelings, which means I have to order more product, which means you make more money as the coach. Am I hearing that correctly? Because that's sure what that sounds like.
Not enough calories. You need to eat more to lose. So please.
It's like she's standing at the point and missing it completely as it punches her in the face. Now, I'm not condoning violence, but you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You need to eat more to lose. You're not doing that 5-in-1. That part. She just told on herself in the program. Exactly. Okay, good. So that's exactly what I was thinking. Also this, if it prevents me from working on my plants, is a deal breaker. I don't want it. Oh, man.
Please be in touch with their coach. Your coach is very knowledgeable. And if you aren't getting the answers you need, come to the group, come to me, come to anyone that's running your group. We need to help you. That is.
You know, it's gross. I know I'm pausing this a lot. I just have a lot to say, like I typically do, especially with this company. At the beginning of this, she talked about if you're not getting support from your coach, just let us know. And then at the end of this, she's like, yeah, just come to me. And it's kind of like it's creating this system of telling on somebody that is not supporting you in the way that you want it. I can only imagine the conversations between customers and uplines once they find out who your upline, well, they probably know because of three-way chats and stuff. I can only imagine the cutthroatedness, if that's even a word, that happens between uplines and downlines. I can only imagine.
It's our goal. We've committed to this, and we want to see you have the success that we know you can have on this program. Okay. What do you mean you need to refuel after walking your dog?
Yes.
What I mean is you burn calories doing basic things.
Uh-huh.
Okay. This program covers sleep, work, running basic errands. I mean, nothing that's really any activity that you don't even realize is activity.
See, but here's the thing. It's not enough calories for that. It's not enough calories for sleeping and getting through your day. It's not even enough calories to operate your body's functioning, the organs, your brain functioning. Like you are in such a starvation mode. You're not even giving your body enough calories to operate what it needs to operate on a daily basis.
It doesn't cover that. So
Exactly.
You know what you need to eat in your day range, your 5 fuelings, your lean and green. You understand that, right? If you go and walk your dog and you walked a mile, that burns 100 calories. You would need to add in 100 calories extra of protein with a fueling. We never refuel in between. The only thing you can have in between is a 1 time a day optional snack. If you're doing this program correctly.
Oh my God. No, what happens if that someone asks a question on the client pages and then coaches behind the scenes are scrambling for the answers and asking the client to take it offline? So that would mean something like how Grace was mentioning on this live or whatever, on this Zoom, how she was talking about being hungry or something like that. So if somebody commented that in the group, they would they would ask her to take it down when the whole time they've pitched this group to be a support for these individuals. But don't you dare ask questions that somebody could say, oh, I don't want to be hungry. Of course you're going to be hungry. You're taking in a small amount of calories a day. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You should never, ever need an optional snack. Okay. People get hungry and they drink water, and that's great. You need your water, but I'm telling you, listen to the signs. If you feel hungry in between, it is a red flag. You are not fueled correctly. You need to tell your coach. I promise you, you will not get the results that you could be having if you're feeling hunger. Now, it's normal to feel hungry close to the 2.5 hour mark. Absolutely normal. Okay. So don't confuse that. But if you're feeling hunger at the 2 hour mark, please let your coach know. If you're feeling it earlier than 2 hours before you, an hour and a half after you last ate, let your coach know.
Her name is Susie. I'll have to get it. It's real small. Hold on. Let me see. Susie something. I can't see. Susie something.
You need adjusting. We catch this all the time. House cleaning is absolutely considered activity. Most house cleaners need an extra lean and green, and most masseuses need an extra lean and green. And most, people who have physical jobs, 100% are not enough on the 5-in-1.
So if somebody stays home and cleans their house while they're on the 5-in-1, they're not taking in enough calories and they need an extra lean and green. Susie, I don't think that's going to hit like you think it's going to hit. Wow.
Okay. So I'm glad. I hope this helped. Gardening for sure. Yep. And all right. And what I suggest, if you're up later at night, your body needs to be, your blood sugars need to be pinged every 2.5 to 3 hours. So from the moment you get up, within that hour waking, and then every single 2.5 to 3 hours, all day long. Never earlier than 2.5 hours, never later. You can begin eating before 3 hours and finish after 3 hours. Absolutely fine, but you must start between 2.5 to 3 hours. Then you add in, if you are still awake after you finished your last fueling of the day, if you're still awake another 2.5 hours, you would eat again, another fueling. This has been a little controversial because
because it's going against everything that you talk about on the 5-in-1. Literally, the name is 5-in-1, 5 fuelings, 1 lean and green. Everything that she has said goes against the 5-in-1. To me, this sounds like they know the 5-in-1 is not sustainable, so they'll eat multiple lean and green meals a day and have God knows how many fuelings a day. It's like they know it's not sustainable. Oh, you get up and shower and do your makeup and hair and then go to your job. Oh, yeah. You can't do the 5-in-1. You're going to have an extra lean and green. What if you just had like lean and green meals throughout the day? Or a version of that? Maybe add some fruit, because they don't like fruit on the Optavia meal plans, typically, in my opinion. Maybe just eat balanced meals instead of the garbage that they call food.
Nutrition support has been around for a long time. Back in the MetaFast days, we created our company, and they had a different philosophy.
Guys,
since I've been around,
Tanya said, okay, let's do a quick little check. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, if you have not liked the stream, just X out of the comments real quick, the live chat, just real quick, just X out, and then go and like the stream, just real quick. Takes a second, totally free, helps me get the word out so that people don't join this horrible company. Okay, please and thank you. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you taking a second and doing that. I'll give another second or so. I know the live chat. I love the live chat. Y'all are amazing. Also, shout out to everybody that watches the replays. I see you guys too, and thank you so much. This is wild.
8 years, this is what we've done. My entire organization, the people above me, this is how it's been done. Our clients are wildly successful. This is
Also,
what we recommend.
Licking the stream is calorie free, so you don't even have to track anything.
And this is what we stick with because we have incredible results. We have a very large organization and we've helped hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of clients get to their health goals. Okay. All right. If you cannot.
Why do they call them health goals? Why don't you just call them weight goals? The number on the scale, because that's all they care about. The size of your pants. Just get as small as you can possibly get. That's so dangerous.
Make the 2.5 hour mark. You just need to eat something. You need to put
Licking the stream is actually considered a snack, just so you know.
something in your mouth. It could be one piece of cereal of the program. It could be one corner bite of the bar. Some people, I know somebody that like.
I'm sorry, a corner bite of the bar? What in the eating disorder is happening here? I can't believe she just said that.
Like works at a they're at a cash register or they're a checkout person and they can't, but they have breaks to be able to go to the bathroom. And so I say, put in your pocket, take a bar, cut it up into small pieces and have it in a Ziploc baggie and put one little piece in your mouth and then eat the rest sometime. It could be eaten to, you know, when you're eating and fueling later, you could have the rest of your fueling with that first fueling. So
Brandy. That tracks. Erin's totally a snack. Thank you, friend. It's the finger waves, right? Thank you for that. That's funny. I cannot believe she's talking about those bars are like the size of 2 Fig Newtons. They're so tiny. And you're cutting it up and taking a bite throughout the day. No.
That's what I want to make sure you understand. No, we do not pay attention to steps. So whoever said that about the 7,500 steps, we do not pay attention to that. We pay attention to activity, not steps. So please make sure that that was an older philosophy that we do not follow whatsoever. All right. So does anyone have any other questions? So if I'm.
Hey, if you're watching and you're on Optavia, licking the stream will not take you out of fat burn. I guarantee it. The amount of people that, this is really funny to me. The amount of people, depending on what company I'm talking about, that thumbs down the stream is hilarious, or the video is hilarious. It's hilarious because it doesn't impact at all. It's interaction. I think it's hilarious.
If I'm a server running all day, I'm okay adding an extra cup of cottage cheese. No, you don't want to just, oh, am I okay adding extra? You want to talk to your coach, find out what you're burning, what you are doing activity wise, how much you're walking, all of that. Let them tell you what you need, because I've seen people refuel and it wasn't enough, or they added more than they needed. We never want to do more than we need. We just want to make sure we refuel properly. That's very, very important.
You know what's crazy? Just picture this. You've started, please don't do this, but let's just say you started the 5-in-1 plan and you're super hungry and you're like, I don't know what I can eat, and you're starving and you're grouchy and your stomach is like, feels like it's eating itself. You know, that super hungry feeling. You guys know what I'm probably talking about. Of course you do. You're humans. And you're waiting for your coach to get back to you, because you're like, I don't know what I can eat. I've already had my fuelings. I'm super hungry. What do I do? So you go to the group and you say, hey guys, I'm really hungry. I'm not sure what I can eat. You know, can somebody help me? And because you've commented that you're super hungry, you're asked to delete your comment and not given the help that you said that you were going to get from the group. That's crazy to me.
I was told to match the active calories with the extra protein. Is that correct? Yes. So we want to find the amount that we need to refuel with, and we bring that in with protein during a fueling time, a time every 2.5 hours. So yes. How about if you're going out with friends and want a cocktail? So, you know, I'm never, ever going to tell you can't drink. I'm never going to tell you can't do something. I'm just going to.
You're not going to say it publicly, like on this Zoom, but I guarantee you'll probably tell your clients privately in a private message.
I'm going to tell you, be aware of what happens. The first thing that's going to burn is going to be the alcohol, not your fat. it's going to kick you out of fat burn because the caloric content is going to push you over, and you're going to have 3 days to get back into fat burn. And what happens is now you have cravings. Now you've, set yourself back, and it's hard. So I never want to tell you no, but trust me on this. If you get yourself into a strong fat burn, that you're making sure that all the systems are met, you're doing everything the correct way. When you get out and you see the alcohol, it's just not as appealing anymore. It is wild.
What's wild is you basically just told them no. You basically just said, don't do it. With a bunch of fanny, with a bunch of fancy word salad mixed in with it. You just basically told them no without telling them no, See what I did there? Wild.
I've seen this countless times in myself, and this happened to me a week and a half into program. Originally, I said, I'm going out. It's a girls' night. I'm going out. I'm going to have a drink or two. And my husband at the time, he's like, I'm not your warden. You do what you want,
Have a drink.
I got out and I felt so good. I was down on the scale. I just had so much energy. I looked at it and I was like, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I've been on cruises. I didn't do anything. I've been on all inclusives. I didn't have any drinks. It is very possible when you change your mindset. And you know what? Have some sparkling water. You could put a lime in it. You can make it really look great like a drink. The secret is have your hands full. Have a drink, have water, have whatever. And then 0 calories, 0 sugar drinks are allowed. Just remember that as well.
Did you know that there's also very low calorie ways to have an alcoholic beverage that you can enjoy without feeling guilty if you are tracking calories, if you are in a healthy calorie deficit? There's ways that you can do that and still enjoy it. This all or nothing mindset here that we have, this training, is extremely dangerous.
And then in the other hand, something could be a rolled up tissue, a napkin, whatever. Keep yourself that you don't feel the obligation to put something in your mouth. Okay. So you can get that list from your coaches. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, what happens is you treat it as if you're waking up for the day. So if you're up for an hour or more, you must eat. You must have a fueling if you're up for an hour in the middle of the night. Then if you go back to sleep, fine. When you wake up, again, within an hour of waking. If you're stay awake, then it's every 2.5 hours. Okay. There's people that work 12-hour shifts, that their sleep is off. Same thing. All right. This is how it's done.
And if you're thinking about that, if somebody is working 12-hour days, let's say that they're up, 15 hours, 16 hours a day, depending on their schedule, commute, that kind of thing. That is a lot of fuelings that you would have to take in. So you're already being coached to take in more fuelings, which means you have to buy more product, which means she makes more money.
But everything you're asking, you want to work with your coach. If you feel you need more help, you have a whole support team. All right, guys, I don't want to keep you too long, but I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found some information that was helpful in this. We're going to do this the first Tuesday of every month.
I'm done with that. And Susie, there was nothing helpful about that. Not a thing. That was the worst advice I have ever heard. Ever. Ridiculous. Yeah, I'm already overwhelmed by the multiple fuelings rules. Yeah, this was crazy. This was crazy. But then it said from stage, even recently, to not add fuelings. Does anyone know what they are doing? That's a no. Yeah. That was wild. The amount of contradictions, I should have counted. I should have counted how many times she contradicted herself. That was insane. Please don't join Optavia, you guys. I know you guys know this. But in case there's people considering joining Optavia and happen to be watching quietly, which I love, you're welcome. We're here. Reach out to any anti-MLM creator or supporter that you see in the chat or in the comments. Do not join Optavia. I've heard sales are down. Medifast stock has plummeted in the last quarter of 2022. I don't think coaches are doing very well. Yeah. We're going to see, in my opinion, here's my prediction. We're going to see some really interesting things coming out from Optavia, trying to stay relevant, trying to cash grab. We already saw the pre-packaged lean and green meals for $31 for 6 meals that look like a little tiny amount of food. One was the turkey meatballs and marinara sauce, and it was like six turkey meatballs. No. Oh, wow. So I think that we're going to see some pretty interesting things. I'm waiting for them to introduce some sort of supplement. I'm sure that's coming. Collagen, electrolytes, something along those lines. Trying to just cash grab and produce some retail numbers. Yeah, high-level coaches getting side gigs. That's interesting. Yeah, yikes. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. Let me know what you think of the Wednesday night stream. And I'm going to put a poll up because I'm curious if how people feel about live streams versus edited videos. Right now, I'm going to stick with live streams only because my husband is recovering from surgery and life has been a little bit crazy. And so it's a little bit easier for me right now this week to do live streams. So I appreciate you guys being patient with me when it comes to that. He's doing extremely well. Had a great appointment today at physical therapy. And I'm trying to recover, just not that I had surgery, but I think that's something that people don't think about, taking care of somebody and shouldering the responsibilities of a household, which is we're partners, my husband and I. So like we help each other out, it's important to us. Of course, I know you guys get it, but yeah, I've been a little tired, but it's important to help out, anyways. Let me know what you guys think. I like interacting with you guys in this way. I like responding to your comments. If you're watching the replay, shout out to the replay crew. And I just appreciate you guys being here. I say it all the time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing, sharing. Thank you for just supporting my channel. Shout out to all of the members. I appreciate you guys so much. So much. You guys are incredible human beings. And I really love being able to chat with y'all in the Discord. So, okay, I'm going to go. What am I going to do? I'm not really sure yet. Check on my hubby. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Friday will probably be another live stream, just so you guys know, at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Lick the stream before you leave, Karina said. And go subscribe to Karina's channel, Maggie Mumbles. Who else puts content out? I know DC was on here. Auntie Lushy does some really fun reels on Instagram. You can follow her. Anybody else? I know I'm missing people. Please just let me know so that I can, point people in your way. Point people in your direction. You know what I'm saying. I think that's everybody that I saw. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Please, little grace. Okay. See you in the next video. Bye, everybody.